Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hangin' with Web Show. I'm GW Pomichter. Thank you for logging on and tuning in, for being here at HWWS Web TV. We are at Central Florida Comic Con in Lakeland, Florida, and we're hanging out with our good friend, comic creator, Alfred Paige. Alfred, man, how are you, man?
How you doing? It's a pleasure to be back.
Awesome. How you been?
Doing good.
It's been a while.
Good. Yes,
been a while, yeah. You got a lot going on here.
We got some great projects for 2020 that we're expecting. We got some good Kickstarters coming up. Of course, last time we spoke, C.H.E.S.S was out. Issue 1, we're up to issue 2. We're going to issue 3 coming up this summer.
Wow.
And we got an announcement to make. We got a crossover comic book with Marvin Wayne's comic book called The Edge. That's going to be an indie crossover project coming up in the next end of February. This is the logo for that. So we're here to promote the Edge C.H.E.S.S crossover.
The Edge C.H.E.S.S crossover.
Phantoms, that's correct.
That's awesome, man.
You know, we're looking to start combining a lot of these indie teams, covert action teams, and action comic books. That's like you do in the majors. And if you know C.H.E.S.S, it's an Espionage background team comic book. The Edge is like a X-Men style comic book or Avengers style comic book. We're just going to combine the teams to an all action crossover. So we're looking forward to doing that in 2020. So
that's
a new
fantastic, man.
Yes.
Y'all been busy.
We just keep it moving. As the fan base grows and the storylines grow, we're just looking to have more fun and expand into the comic book world.
That is fantastic. Now we're here at Central Florida Comic Con.
Yes.
I think last time you and I talked, we were at the same place.
That's I believe it was.
This time,
yes.
yeah. So it's been a year. You had the first C.H.E.S.S was out.
First issue of C.H.E.S.S was out then.
And you now had the second issue out.
Second issue's out.
All right,
third issue
let's
is about
remind everybody what C.H.E.S.S is.
C.H.E.S.S is a brief for Command Headquarters of Espionage and Strategic Strikes. And what it is an espionage strike team comic book. So it has real life issues, what's going on in the world today. It stays within the news media of today. And it's just a great comic book. It's a reader's comic book. It's very story oriented. It's written by Alex DiGrocci, who is a script writer out of the UK. So the script is very compact. And we just expanded. We just finished issue 2. We're about to release issue 3. And we're just going to continue. It's have a 5-issue run. We're just looking forward to bringing it out.
And you're building a fan base.
That's
correct.
correct.
A fan base around that first issue.
That's correct.
What are they saying, man? What are the fans thinking?
The feedback has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
The readers is coming back phenomenal. People are loving how the story is going, how it's structured, how you really have to read it to catch the plots and stuff like that. So it's really a reader's comic book, and the feedback been fantastic. I couldn't be more happy.
So, speaking of couldn't be more happy, that's what I want to ask you about. Now, when we first spoke last year this time, we had issue 1 was out.
Yes.
And you were out there slugging and plugging away. Now it's been a year. You've been in this crazy, just frantic world out there.
Yes.
Working hard. You got the crossover coming up. How do you feel, man? I mean,
I feel great as a writer. The response has been phenomenal. Issue 1, the response is phenomenal. We did the convention circuit that year, last year with issue 1. Issue 2 had just the same feedback.
That's
fantastic feedback. And we're hoping that feedback continues with the release of issue 3.
We got some art down here. Let's take a look at what we got.
This is the coming promo for the
issue
3.
Look at that. I don't know if we're going to get this to stand up. We got,
There it is. There it is. That's issue 3. We call that Footpath Revenge because in issue 2, for anybody that did read issue 2, Footpath, she went through little battle scars, a little action. So she gets her chance to come back in issue 3. And
she's just all in now.
Oh, she's all in there now. So
wow. You made the rounds last year with issue 1 and got ready for issue 2 going, right? And you did a lot of conventions, things like that. Best moment now as an indie creator?
Oh, the best moment now is just running into people that read the comic book and they just come back and say, this is what I love about this. This is what I love about this. Or I love this character. Or I love that character. Or I love how you broke this character down. And that's been the greatest feedback. I just had somebody from last year come back to the table and say, I read the comic book. I read it. I loved it so much. I read it multiple times. And they continue to set. And that's what it's all about. People that come back, love the characters and come back and continue the series and grow as the story grows.
You're out here on the convention circuit, okay? What's on your bucket list? What's next? What's your next big goal?
The next big goal is continued new project for 2020. The crossover is a big project for me.
Show them that again here, guys. This is a crossover
with Marvin Wayne.
The Edge. Marlon Wayne. You said
Marvin
right?
Wayne.
Marvin Wayne. That's right.
Marvin Wayne, the creator of The Edge, and what's so great about that is working with people that's doing the same thing you're doing. People that I've been a fan of his for a long time. We started around the same time with his comic book and chess, around the same time, the same studio. So as he branched out, now branched out, he's consecutive. He's up to issue 10 of his comic book.
Awesome.
You know, he's very consecutive. And
when are we looking at this?
We're looking at that Kickstarter coming at the end of February.
The end of February.
The end of February.
All
the
right.
page is already live. The page already done. We got 3 covers. I just promoted the first cover yesterday on Facebook, on Paige Alfred on Facebook, or Project C.H.E.S.S on Facebook. And we're just looking forward to continuing that and more projects like that as the year grows.
That's fantastic. Do you enjoy bringing in the other creative artists and collaborating?
Yeah. That's the best part of being in the market. Is you meet a lot of people, a lot of different ideas, and once those ideas get together, projects are endless.
Oh, it's a party.
It's a party.
It is. It is. This is one of the best things, especially these smaller conventions.
Yes.
Because we get downtime. We get to talk to one another.
That's correct.
You know,
that's correct.
And it's amazing what you can come up with.
That's correct.
And in a simple conversation behind a table while you're waiting for somebody to come buy a book, right? It is amazing. Where are you going to be next?
Space Con, February 8th, which I'll hopefully see you all there. Space Coast Comic Con will be there. And by the time I'm there, you'll probably be seeing the first few pages of the crossover.
Ooh, little teaser, guys.
A little teaser, that's right.
You know, we try to stretch it out before we interview the same creators over and over again. Give people a little bit of a breather, right? But we're going to go live. We're going to do Facebook Lives from Space Coast Comic Con.
Okay.
And so I want you to come over on one of our lives. Let's tease a few of those pages out there.
That's right.
That'd be a great idea, right?
That's correct.
So, man, what has been, you know, the creative process is especially for comic book creations, because you've got to create the story, and then look, you know, you have your artist putting your art through.
Yes,
got to approve all of that. Okay. What's your process like from start to finish? Where do you start? Do you have an outline? Are you a plotter?
I plot. I usually I plot. Then I do breakdowns into script. On some issues, I work with writers, I work with scripters. Like on C.H.E.S.S, I work with Alex DeGroci, who's a script writer out of the UK. And then we just break it how we wanted to the movement to come out in the script. And then the best part is to work with the artists and seeing those visuals come back, which is a fantastic process. The artist on C.H.E.S.S is William Reyes.
And you got some amazing artists working on C.H.E.S.S.
William is amazing. He's such a talent.
And have you ever got something back though, and you were just like, nah, that just wasn't what I saw?
You know, I mean, that's just part of the process. You get things, you switch it around, you do some edits, you do, let's do it this way, or we switch the panels around. Sometimes the artist really likes the script and they want to expand. We give them that freedom to expand on some pages, expand on the artwork.
You ever get it back and it was better than you thought it would be?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. He comes back with some ideas. And he comes back, he reaches like, let's try it this way, or I want to do it this way, or switch it around a little bit. You know, so we get to edit the dialogue. And again,
that is a wonderful thing about being an indie creator, is that you are controlling the process with your artist, with your, you know, with your script writer. And so when somebody's got an idea, you can be open to that.
Yes,
You're not on somebody else's universe. You're playing in a place that you can control.
That's correct.
You know, for the thing. So, you know, writers are readers. Comic creators and writers are also comic lovers.
That's correct.
If you had to pick something that most inspired you as a creator, someone else's work that most inspired you, what would it be? On
the indie level?
Either or. You can go indie, you can go corporate, whatever. You know, what inspires you?
If I'm gonna go major, I'm a 90s baby at heart. So the early Image comic books, how they formulated, how they work together, that's what I'm trying to recreate.
Okay.
With the crossovers, stuff like that. And upcoming writers right now, probably the biggest upcoming writer I could think of is Marcus Roberts.
Marcus is doing crazy, amazing
incredible
stuff.
writing. He's an incredible creator.
We ran into Marcus not long ago down at Phantasm Orlando.
Yes.
And man, he's just going over stuff that he's got coming up, and I was thinking, man, that's crazy busy, it's crazy creative.
Yes.
And it's good stuff coming out. So
yeah, and if you look
really
at other, look at Tony Cottrell from Advil.
Awesome, yeah.
Look at Bradley Golden, who has the Mississippi Zombie book. These are just incredible writers that's out there that's just growing the market, and it's easy to be a fan of any one of them.
Wow. All right, so we have an action team here. We got the chess team, okay?
That's correct.
Because you mentioned some awesome names. Any chance that, the chess team's taking on any of Marcus's monsters anytime soon? You got anything going?
No, but
any
there is a chance
there?
that Marcus might be involved in a chess project coming up later on this year. So we're in talks with that.
All right. See, I love it when some of our indie creators are working together.
That's it.
Because y'all come up with some crazy stuff.
That's it. Just, it's all about working together and just building the market up.
That's right.
And making it all fun for everybody.
That is awesome, man. Thank you so much, Alfred, for coming by again. We got to do that shut up thing because she holds that card up about every time we start having a good time.
Well, you know how the women are always in control.
They always, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm going to read that card. Thank you to our partners and friends. Thank you so much to Famous Faces and Funnies, Josh Bauer at J. Bauer Art for all the art that's on our set this weekend. Thank you so much for that. Hearts Helping Others of Central Florida, our great friends at Space Coast Comics and Space Coast Comic-Con, Brevard Film and Talent, who has helped us so much grow as filmmakers and show creators. We want to thank Mommy and G Creations. That's my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter. My granddaughter's about this big.
Wow.
Somewhere in there. And they are making merch for us. They're doing t-shirts, they're doing hats, they're doing coffee mugs. They're doing great, cool, creative stuff. So Mommy and G Creations, our good friends over at NSC Live TV. These guys are great, man, because they're helping comic book shops get out there on the web and expand with those web auctions that you see.
That's it.
And they're doing some really great work with that. And our good friends over at the Entertainment Inc. and Ink Fusion magazine folks for allowing us, look at this is great. We needed something to go on our set. So our good friend, our neighbor here, let us put Harry from Harry and the Hendersons on our set. So thank you. Thank you for being a good neighbor. Thank you for logging on and tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and come back for more. We've been hanging out with comic creator Alfred Paige, the creator of C.H.E.S.S. That's C.H.E.S.S. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Thank you. Log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next. All right, Alfred, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That is awesome.
Hey,
You are really kicking it up.